Welcome to today's custom deep dive. We're looking at some clinical notes you sent over about an 81-year-old patient named Eddie. And, well, his situation is just, imagine your nose is a malfunctioning plumbing system, right?
Yeah, that's a pretty accurate way to put it.
Right, so during the day, the faucet is just stuck on full blast. It's like this constant watery drip. But then the second he lies down in bed at night, the pipes completely clog up and he just, can't breathe at all.
It's incredibly frustrating. And I think a lot of people would look at those notes and immediately think, oh, it's just bad allergies.
Exactly. But treating this like allergies is basically like trying to fix a burst water main with, antihistamines.
Right. It completely ignores the actual structural hardware problem happening inside his head.
So what exactly is happening with that hardware? Because there's a detail in the notes where his wife notices he's constantly clearing his throat all day, and he doesn't even realize he's doing it.
Yeah, so that throat clearing is actually our first major clue. I mean, it points straight to chronic postnasal drip. Biologically, we're dealing with two combined issues here: vasomotor rhinitis and senile rhinitis.
Okay, those are some pretty heavy medical terms.
Yeah, sorry. So instead of getting bogged down in the terminology, just think of the blood vessels inside the nose as like tiny hoses.
Okay, tiny hoses, I'm with you.
Right, and normally your nervous system regulates how much those hoses dilate, but in Eddie's case, those nerves are just misfiring all the time. That's the vasomotor part. Plus, his nasal tissues are just aging, so they're losing their elasticity.
Honestly, at 81, that sounds pretty inevitable. You get older, tissues lose elasticity, the plumbing gets a little leaky. Is he just stuck with this because of his age?
It's tempting to write it off as just aging, but no. There's actually a totally unexpected external factor making this so much worse, which is his prescription glaucoma eye drops.
Wait, really? Eye drops? How do drops in his eyes clog up his nose?
Well, there's this tiny drainage pipe in your skull called the nasolacrimal duct.
Oh, right, like the tear duct thing.
Exactly. It connects the inner corner of your eye directly down into your nasal cavity.
Right.
So every single time he puts in those glaucoma drops, that medication washes right down into his nose.
Oh, wow. So that chemical irritation is triggering the nerves to produce that watery defense response all day long.
You got it. It's just constant irritation.
But wait, why the complete reversal at night? Why does it go from a watery drip to a, total blockage the second he gets into bed?
Gravity.
Just gravity.
Yeah, during the day, he's upright. The fluid constantly drips down his throat, hence the constant throat clearing. But when he lies flat at night, all that fluid just pools in the back of his nasal passages.
Ah, and the aging tissues just swell up in response to the pooling.
Exactly, and his airway basically swells shut.
That sounds absolutely miserable. And looking at the notes, he's been trying acupuncture for this, but after 4 sessions, there hasn't been much improvement. Does that mean the acupuncture is, failing?
Not at all. We have to remember, we're trying to fix a nervous system that's been stuck in this chronic alarm mode for a really long time.
Right, it's not like an overnight fix.
Exactly. Inserting those fine needles stimulates specific nerve pathways to turn down the inflammation and constrict the blood vessels. But in an 81-year-old body, you can't just flip a switch.
It takes repetition to retrain the autonomic nervous system to stay calm.
You're right. Yeah, it's a very gradual rewiring process.
Okay, but there is one bizarre detail in these notes that genuinely confused me. His practitioner explicitly told him to stop eating chicken and shrimp. Like, what does a shrimp have to do with nasal congestion?
That comes down to how traditional East Asian medicine views inflammation. In that framework, certain foods trigger specific responses. So chicken is considered a food that generates internal heat, while shrimp generates something called damp warmness.
Damp warmness. You're gonna have to translate that for me.
Think of it as a low-grade systemic inflammatory response. Biologically, some foods cause your body to retain fluid and trigger vasodilation, which is swelling in the blood vessels.
I see. So the fluid retention is the dampness, and the inflammatory swelling is the heat.
Exactly.
Oh, so if his nose tissues are already inflamed from the eye drops, eating shrimp and chicken is physically pushing more fluid and heat into those tissues.
Yes. Throw in a glass of wine, and it's a recipe for a completely blocked airway at night.
Yeah.
We're literally feeding the swelling.
Wow. So assuming the diet changes and the acupuncture finally calm his nervous system down, what happens next? Does he just stop going?
Well, this brings us to a crucial reality about aging. Once he gets relief, routine maintenance care becomes a biological necessity. Continuing biweekly acupuncture ensures his nervous system doesn't snap right back to that baseline of chronic alarm.
Right, it maintains the circulation and keeps those misfiring nerves in check. It's like the reps required to keep the hardware functioning.
Yeah.
Which, makes you wonder about your own hardware. What minor persistent physical annoyance have you just accepted as an inevitable sign of getting older, when it might actually be a completely fixable, unregulated inflammatory response? Maybe it's time you stop ignoring your own leaky